Hello children, I am back with your lesson number 2, English. The name of the lesson is Lost Spring, Stories of Stolen Childhood, written by Annie's Jung. I'll just read the introductory part so that the theme of the lesson gets clear to you. The lesson is an excerpt from Annie's Jung's book entitled Lost Spring, Stories of Stolen Childhood. She analyzes the grinding poverty and traditions which torment the lives of innocent children, be he a Sahib of Simapuri or Mukesh of Firozabad. Every child worker leads a life of misery and want. Every child worker shares the same poverty, dirt, and exploitation everywhere. So here basically these are the story is divided into two children's story. One is Sahib and another is Mukesh, and how these children live a life of poverty, and they literally just rag their dreams. They have, because they are being exploited, they have to live the life of misery, and even if they want to become something else, they are not allowed to, because they are not privileged. उनके पास इतने पैसे नहीं है कि वो अपने dreams पूरे कर सके. So again, like the last lesson, I have divided the whole chapter into different paragraphs, and I have entitled those paragraphs with a subtitle, so the lesson will get clear to you. So the first part is searching for gold in the garbage. Annie's Jung comes across Sahib every morning. He can be seen for gold in the garbage dumps. He came from Dhaka. He does not even remember his old home. He does not go to school. There is no school in his neighborhood. His full name is Sahib-e Alam. It means Lord of the Universe. But he does not know what it means. He roams about in the streets with his children, with his friends. They are an army of barefoot boys. Barefoot boys matlab they even did not have shoes to wear. They are an army of barefoot boys. They work in the morning and disappear at noon. They live in a state of poverty and can't afford even shoes. Other young boys wear shoes, but most of the rag pickers like Sahib remain shoeless. Now see, this is the story of all the cities, all town. Take us Mundra also. You can see wherever you will see the garbage dump, you will see these kind of children who are roaming everywhere with this rags. They are trying to find something valuable which they can sold and they can earn money from it. So this was the first part. Then second part. Simapuri, a home for rag pickers from Bangladesh. Most of these rag pickers live in Simapuri. It is a place in the outskirts of Delhi. There is no sign of any development and progress here. The houses are full of mud. They have roofs of tin. There is no drainage or running water. More than 10,000 rag pickers have lived there for 30 years. They came from Bangladesh in 1971. They have no identity. They have no permits. They do have ration cards that enable them to vote and buy grain. For them, food is more important than identity. Women move around in saris. So the words of the paragraphs are very simple. You might have understood what this Simapuri, a home of rag pickers from Bangladesh. What this paragraph try to say? Ki from Bangladesh these people have come and they don't have good clothes. Their main aim is only to get the food anyhow by hook or crook. So their houses are also full of dust. They live in huts. Then the second paragraph, survival means rag picking. Children grow up in poverty and dirt. They become partners in survival. Survival in Simapuri means rag picking. मतलब वो अपना गुजारा किससे करते थे? रैग पिकिंग से. Through the years, it has acquired the status of a fine art. Garbage to them is gold. Sometimes a child can find a silver coin in a heap of garbage. There is always hope of finding something more. Garbage is wrapped in wonder for children. For elders, it is a means of survival. So it seems like the children try to find something from those dumps in such a way that they will get some gold. अब यहाँ पे गोल्ड मतलब नॉट दैट लिटरली गोल्ड, बट कुछ ऐसी वैल्यूबल चीज़ मिल जाए वो फिर दे दे अपने अपने वो उनके मास्टर्स को, और जिससे उनको उतने पैसे ज़्यादा मिले. सो दिस इज़ द बिजनेस ऑफ दिस चिल्ड्रन. एंड ये जो कमा के आते हैं वो पेरेंट्स भी उसी से गुजारा करते हैं. देन नेक्स्ट वन, आई टोल्ड यू in the starting that the lesson is divided into the stories of two children, Sahib and Mukesh. So now the story of Sahib starts. Sahib gets a small job. One morning the narrator sees Sahib standing by the fenced gate of a club. Two young men dressed in white are playing tennis. Sahib is also wearing tennis shoes. They are discarded shoes of some rich boy. Discarded shoes मतलब किसी rich boy ने फेंक दिए होंगे और वो उसको कहीं से मिल गए. He refused to wear them because of a hole in one of them. For Sahib, even shoes with a hole is a dream come true. Now Sahib works in a tea stall. He gets 800 rupees and all his meals. His face has lost the carefree look. He is carrying a steel canister. It seems heavier than the plastic bag that he used to carry on his shoulder. The bag was his. The canister belongs to the shop owner. Sahib is no more his own master. अब क्या हुआ? There is a little change in the story of a Sahib. In the childhood, he used to do the rag picking. अब धीरे धीरे उसको एक शॉपकीपर ने जॉब दिया. अब दैट शॉप वॉज ऑफ टी स्टॉल. टी स्टॉल में ये जो देखो वो पतीला पकड़ के खड़ा है, वो बेचारा इतना छोटा है कि वो पतीला भी वो अपना जो रैग था उससे भी हैवियर है, बट ही इज हेल्पलेस. एंड before the tea stall, before working into the tea stall, he was his own master. There was no one to give him orders, but now he has to follow the order of his master. So his face has lost the charm, क्योंकि अभी वो he is no more his own master. Next part. Now the story is of Mukesh. Mukesh insists on being his own master. Mukesh belongs to a family of bangle makers in Firozabad. Mukesh wants to be a motor mechanic. He will learn how to drive a car, but his dreams looks like a mirage. Mirage मतलब it seems like a distant dream. Mirage मतलब दूर से हमें लगता है कि ज़मीन और आकाश मिल रहे हैं, लेकिन वो मिलते नहीं हैं. तो he lives in a dusty street of Firozabad. The town is famous for its bangles. Every other family is engaged in making bangles. It is the center of India's glass blowing industries. Families have spent generations in making bangles for women. Mukesh's family is among them. Now the family of Mukesh is, they are active in the business of bangle making, because वो उसका ट्रेडिशनल बिजनेस है. फ्रॉम हिज फोर फादर्स ही हैज गॉट दिस बिजनेस. बट दिस लिटिल, ये मुकेश नहीं है, दिस इज जस्ट अ पिक्चर सो दैट यू गेट द आइडिया. तो दैट लिटिल चाइल्ड ही वॉन्ट्स टू बी अ कार ड्राइवर. उसके सपने कुछ और है. ही वॉन्ट्स टू बी अ मैकेनिक. बट अगेन द ऑथर सेज कि वुड ही बी एबल टू अचीव हिज ड्रीम्स? नेक्स्ट पार्ट. 20,000 children work in the glass furnace. अब ग्लास फर्नेस देखो, उसके हाथ में ग्लास का वो है. अभी ग्लास को पक्का करने के लिए इट हैज़ टू बी गॉन थ्रू द फर्नेसेस. फर्नेसेस मतलब जहाँ जिसमें आग जलती हो, और उसमें से पास करना पड़ता है जिससे वो स्ट्रॉन्ग बनता है ग्लास. About 20,000 children work illegally in the glass furnaces with high temperature. Illegally क्यों? क्योंकि government doesn't allow them to do so because it's very harmful. They live in stinking lanes. They are chalked with garbage. They have no window. They are crowded with families of humans and animals. The elder of the family is a poor bangle maker. He has failed to renovate his house, nor has he been able to send his two sons to school. He knows nothing except the art of making bangles. So this is the story of the Mukesh family. Not only Mukesh, all the children like Mukesh, they are having the same story. They work in the glass furnace. Even their elders, the whole family is active into the business of glass making. Next part. So what is the result of this glass making industries? End up losing their eyesight. Mukesh's grandmother has watched her own husband go blind with the dust from polishing the glass, but they cannot give up God-given lineage. They have been born in the caste of bangle makers. In every other house, in every other street of Firozabad, one can see bangles of each and all colors. In dark hutments, there sit boys and girls with their fathers and mother, welding the pieces of colored glass into circle of bangles. मतलब welding करके वो लोग bangles को गोल गोल बनाते हैं. The bangle symbolizes an Indian woman's suhag. So, वो मुकेश के grandmother, मुकेश के papa, his mother, all are engaged in the work of bangle making. Mukesh's grandmother, he has seen that his husband has gone blind because of the harmful effects of his glass furnace, but they are helpless. They don't have any other option than to do so. And the last part of the lesson is mind numbing toil. टॉयल मतलब हार्ड वर्क एंड माइंड नम मतलब ये ऐसे सारे हार्ड वर्क से ये बच्चों का माइंड सुन्न हो जाता है. दे कांट टेक एनी इनिशिएटिव. उनके कोई सपने नहीं रहते, बहुत निराश जैसे हो जाते हैं. लिटिल हैज मूव्ड विथ टाइम इन फिरोजाबाद. Years of mind-numbing toil has killed the initiative of the young. They cannot organize themselves into cooperative. Cooperative तुम लोगों को पता है, अपने आप से ही बिजनेस करना, बीच मिडल मैन को बेचना नहीं, क्योंकि उससे उनका प्रॉफिट कम हो जाता था. मिडल मैन एक्सप्लॉइट देम. देयर इज नो लीडर अमंग देम. These are two worlds. One is the world of bangle makers. They are caught in the web of poverty. There is another world of moneylenders, middlemen, and policemen who exploit them. Mukesh's eyes are full of hope. He chooses to be different from others. He wants to be a motor mechanic. The narrator asks him if he dreams of flying a plane. He silently says no. See how I would say कि कितनी दया आती है when we listen to them. कि उसने पूछा कि तू प्लेन बनाएगा या तो प्लेन का ड्राइवर बनेगा, तो वो ना बोलता है. मतलब उसे पता है कि he is not able to do it. He won't be able to afford the fees of it. The narrator asks him if he dreams of flying a plane. He silently says no. He is content to dream of cars that move down the streets of his town. Few planes fly over Firozabad. So this was the story of Lost Spring. Very easy and very beautiful, lovely stories of these two children. But we will see the lesson in detail when you will join the school. Till then, bye children.